crafts in the box. Pretend you care. One nation under constant surveillance. The powers that be demand your compliance. Pacified and sedated by the places you choose. The treasures created to colour your views. If you choose to live within your comfort zone, subdued and relaxed in your beautiful home, seduced and protected by the treasures you buy, to work and consume till the moment you die. Put a pound in the box to ease your conscience. Put a pound in the box. Pretend you care. Put a cross in the box. Choose your oppression. Put a cross in the box and pretend you care.
Yeah.
Woo!
We're Chicory Tip. Good evening. Before experiments on the Jews, with the progress of medical science, there's found a different species to use. Monkeys, mice, dogs and rabbits, bodies are poison with deadly chemicals, test mankind's bad habits. No anaesthetic is given to relieve their suffering. Death is the only escape from the pain. Therefore, sped substances are like bleach and alcohol, brutally tortured for financial gain. Secret laboratories of government zone, millions of innocent people die. And all this pain, we're none the wiser. You come to lie when the board of us cry. That's not how no one's allowed access to inspect the test. Collecting of lies can result in truth. Authorities argue they can't you never produce the proof. This country's leaders condone the slaughter, but ultimately choose to allow tomorrow's march back the new lot. So fight for the animals now.
Woo!
It's nice to be here, isn't it?
Yes.
Lovely evening. Living a riot. Our eyes met over a burnt out wasteland. Just down the road from where they firebomb Poundland. Accrington bricks littered the sky, but all we saw were stars. My heart skipped the proverbial outside the smashed up bars. Shattered my peace, destroyed my quiet, and I fell in love in the middle of a riot. Shattered my peace, destroyed my quiet, and I fell in love in the middle of a riot. So my peace, destroyed my quiet, and I fell in love in the middle of a riot. Shattered my peace, demolished my quiet, but I fell in love in the middle of a riot. So we ran hand in hand down a rubble-strewn street. Maybe opposites really do attract, should they ever happen to meet. We didn't see the car explode as we were running past. Two young lovers destined to fail, caught in a carbon blast. Shattered my peace, destroyed my quiet, and I fell in love in the middle of a riot. Shattered my peace, demolished my quiet, and I fell in love in the middle of a riot. Shattered my peace, destroyed my quiet. I'm getting too fat, think I'm going on a diet. Shattered my peace, destroyed my quiet, and I fell in love with Mr. Robert Wyatt. So
Woohoo!
so have a big lad. What we got next?
Three Festival Blues. Jolly Coppers.
Jolly Coppers.
All right, Jolly Coppers.
This one's about whether it's a good idea to give the police guns.
Here, don't they? Cheap. Yeah. Yeah.
Great British policemen and jolly coppers on parade. They're always there to help you, and no need to be afraid. Highly trained marksman in full riot gear. He's got his trigger finger itchy. He's gonna stick it in your ear. He's talking to himself now, staring down the scope. It's not a sign of madness, it's just a way to cope with the pressure of the job and all it entails. A little details go astray when health and safety fails. sweaty hands. The police inquiry cleared you. That toilet real enough. Little boys' games are deadly. The bigger boys play too rough. The body on the concrete. A 12-year-old lies dead. You find 3 warning shots in the back of his head. 3 warning shots. 3 warning shots. 3 warning shots. Straight through the back of his head.
Woo!
You can come closer, you know, it's not a road or anything. Can you hear the guitar? 'Cause it sounds like a wasp in a jam jar. The bass?
I know.
You need to stand there.
Go and stand there.
Get
in there. That's why I'm not talking any louder.
Go in that field over there. Alright.
Eric stands there and you stand a bit forward, that'd be good.
3 festival blues and then bring. Is anyone remember 3 festivals?
Yes.
Is this one?
Some of us are old
I
enough.
haven't told them yet. In times long forgotten, in a purplish haze, ever long on hair, though never short on ways, to expound our minds on sweet blissful days, when fairies and hawks came around to play. We shared our minds, sadly some got blown, changed our identity, then we made our own, found ourselves outside but never quite alone. They said you can't stay here and you can't go home. Kids came down with cheap guitars and anger in their eyes. They shared the love of freedom and never compromise, carried the torch of DIY, avoid the business lies. A whole new generation who became politicised. Nowadays the youth make a different noise, embracing new technology, using clever toys, concerned with appearance, swagger and poise, happy with festivals of corporate boys. A Ketawin blanket seems the food of choice. The spirit of the age might have lost its voice. Youthful revolution, the state always destroys. I hope they prove me wrong and make a joyful noise. The strugglers, the stragglers, the jugglers and the rest. The travellers, the revellers, the lonely and bereft. The survivors, the jivers, the damned and the blessed. We bring whatever we expect to find and we always do our best. We bring whatever we expect to find and we always do our best. Bring whatever you expect to find. Caring, sharing is good and kind. Bring whatever you expect to find. 'Cause caring and sharing is really good and kind. Don't conform to expectations. Don't conform to stereotypes. Don't conform to the expectations and don't conform to the stereotypes. Bring whatever you expect to find. Open your heart, open your mind. grass meets the pale blue sky. We're always searching for the reason why, and you just might find it if you open your eyes. Don't get trapped by your own restrictions, and don't get trapped by your own convictions. Don't be a prisoner of their restrictions, and don't be a prisoner of their convictions. I'm gonna love and I'm gonna try to always make a fuss, so always question why. I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna live until the day I die. If you follow the herd being led to the slaughter, don't be surprised when there's no way back. If you follow the herd being led to the slaughter, don't be surprised when your head's on the block. Bring whatever you expect to find. Open your heart, open your mind. Bring whatever you expect to find, and leave the straight world far behind. If you can.
Woo!
This is a poem about a girl I met on a train. I was going with a mate of mine up to see Neil Young in Newcastle a few years ago, and one of the trains was cancelled, so two lots of trainfuls of people got on one train, and we were on a table because we were already on it, and these two girls got on the table with us, and the girl opposite me had a short sleeve top on, and she had all these self-harming scars all the way down her left arm, and she seemed really happy and contented. Scars had all healed up, but some of the looks she was getting off people on the train disgusted me, and they were telling kids to not look and stuff like that rather than explaining it. So when I got to Newcastle, I wrote this. You display your deep self-loathing, worn as a badge of pride. It's a set of bloody sergeant stripes that sew deeper scars inside. The self-abuse is preferable to a life with no control, and the pain is nearly pleasurable, though it can't become the goal. All questions are avoided, as the answers might be tough. How deep the wound could really get when you've truly had enough. You force the world to see the beauty in your smile, and the healing shows you've cast aside the struggles of a child. You wear your deep self-loathing so proudly on your sleeve, that if we feel uncomfortable, then we can quietly leave.
Yeah. With egg, start and see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Your
This is
style,
20 years ago I had a brain hemorrhage, and then 10 years after that they fixed it again and said you might get another 10 years. It's been 10 years, so if I drop dead in the middle of this song, just bury me in that field over there. This is called The Very Angry Raspberry. There's a computer inside my head, controls my body, my arms and legs. Nerves like wires convey my senses. Relays he evolved is anyone's guess. I'm not that special, just another human. I thought I could handle the danger looming. Might seem somewhat pathetic, and you're politely sympathetic, but please don't pity me. I don't require your sympathy. Working perfectly for 50 odd years. One sad day, everyone's worst fears. The fire in the corner that no one sees. No real symptoms like a common disease. No warning signs, just a quick explosion. On the circuit board, just natural corrosion. But our connections withered and died. Life changed suddenly behind these eyes. I might seem somewhat pathetic, you're politely sympathetic, but please don't pity me. I don't require your empathy. Never been this slow, has it? I can taste the frustration with every single breath. There's no exaggeration. There are worse things than death. There are worse things than prison, like living in a cage. And no one sees the shackles on your limbs that cause the rage. Some seek solace in a bottle, but it's over way too soon. Some seek comfort in a needle, trying to reach the moon. Some search for peace in God, hoping for somewhere nice. I know there's nothing out there, cause I've been there once or twice. They label me a raspberry, they call me a crit, but I'm still a human being, so please don't take the rip. They label me a raspberry, they call me a crit, but I'm half a human being, so please don't take the rip.
Ooh.
It's never been that slow with these two. Who's been giving him ketamine?
That was 5 times slower I've ever played it before.
5 times slower than you've ever played anything.
That's right.
What's next?
See what happens when you let me go, Dingo.
He's my wife now. This one's called Mr. Normal. He's the man with more money than sense. He's got £4.53. He prefers to remain on the fence, never incurring any further expense. He is normal and neutral and safe. He always has more than one face. It's not very often that he knows his place, as he quietly goes around causing disgrace. Mr. Normal, he's not special, he thinks he's clever, but that's not right. Mr. Normal thinks he's superior, he's just working class and white. Mrs. Normal, she's abnormal, thinks she's wonderful, but that's not right. Mrs. Normal, she's not wonderful, Mrs. Normal's just right. As he loudly states his intent, never be sure there is no offence meant. He's given pleasantries up for Lent, he's never really been that much of a gent. He's got letters after his name and he knows how to play all the sneaky little games. He likes to think he's the one with brains, though really he should be ashamed. Mr. Normal, he's not normal, he thinks he's harmless, but that's not right. Mr. Normal, he's not superior, he's just middle class and white. Mrs. Normal, she's abnormal, she's malicious, she's not a good friend. Mrs. Normal, does she really exist? She's quite pretentious and she can't pretend. He's selfish, he's mean, he really doesn't care. The trouble is that he's everywhere. The man in the street standing over there, he's more dangerous than Tony Blair. He would like his own empire to rule with his evil. This is cruel. He would love his own empire to rule with his Daily Mail fantasies cruel, like the head of a simply excellent school where they teach the kids to follow the rules. They teach the kids to follow like fools. They teach the kids to swallow the rules. They teach the kids to follow like fools, and they teach the kids to swallow the rules.
Woo!
Participate. This one's called Participate or Get Off the Pot. It's about Guardian readers.